Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Mediumship and Numerology channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I like to do, Earth Signs, is just to give you a more practical reading, and this reading is valid into the end of November. Okay, and what I like to do is to share with you or just give you tools to further enhance not only your psychic abilities, but also your mediumship abilities. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go on and just shuffle up my oracle deck here to just get an indication of the pervading energy that Spirit would like you to know, particularly for this time frame in question. If you like this reading or if it resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, ladies and gentlemen, so that you receive all future readings, okay? So Spirit, what is the overarching energy that's pervading Earth Signs reading? Okay, let's go on and just select. I'm going to pull two cards here. We have Clairvoyance, okay, and we have, ladies and gentlemen, Clairaudience, okay? So let's start off with Clairvoyance here, all right? With Clairvoyance, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are unaware exactly of what it includes, clairvoyance is the inner sense of seeing, okay? It's when you, ladies and gentlemen, receive images, okay? Is when you receive thoughts, pictures, symbols, and colors, okay? It's not about seeing in the physical sense, ladies and gentlemen, as many of you think. It's about seeing with your eyes. It's about, ladies and gentlemen, using your inner eye, better known as the third eye, if you will. When a medium, ladies and gentlemen, is using his or her ability of clairvoyance to work with a spirit, the person who has passed will often send visual images to the medium's mind. An experienced medium receiving similar images will also be able to interpret them for his or her own psychic database and often know immediately what they mean. Ladies and gentlemen, a great way to train and to sharpen your clairvoyance ability is to listen to guided meditations using visualization techniques that take you on beautiful journeys in your mind's eye. Spend time outside during this time in question and notice everything around you, whether it's the deep blueness of the sky or the calming greenness of the grass and the trees. Try to notice all the diverse cultures of people, of places, and of things you've exposed or been exposed to each day. Many developing mediums want to see clairvoyance into the spirit world. We believe, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to start by looking and at noticing your surroundings right here in the physical world. The spirit world can use everything your physical eyes records as visual prompts in the future. If you follow this advice, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be training your eyes and your mind to notice and to store more. This practice, ladies and gentlemen, will certainly greatly assist you in developing your clairvoyance strength, which is what many of you are going to find yourself doing, particularly during this time frame in question. Okay? Now you have another tool here, and I selected two of these here, and I'm going to go on and give you more practical tools as well. But you also have Clairaudience. Okay? Clairaudience. And with having Clairaudience, ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure you guys can see everything well. See the picture. Okay? And with having this as a tool, ladies and gentlemen, Spirit wants you to know that, or wants you to ask yourself, have you ever heard your name being called when no one is actually there? I know that I have. Does a particular song, earth signs, or piece of music play in your head unexpectedly? Do you sometimes, earth signs, hear what others are thinking? These could be indicators, ladies and gentlemen, that you certainly have the ability of clairaudience. Clairaudience, ladies and gentlemen, is like, it's the inner sense of really hearing, okay? It's the ability to hear names, dates, certain sayings, and yes, even songs and melodies. Earth signs, you may find that you might have already been receiving, or you might be receiving the information on a psychic or on a mediumistic type level. Some people hear objectively, which is outside of themselves. Others hear subjectively, ladies and gentlemen, which is in their mind, as though as you're hearing messages, or messages that you're hearing, as I may have indicated to you when I'm doing my more seance sessions, is that you hear messages, but they come through in your own voice. So sometimes it's kind of difficult a little bit if you don't recognize. On a mediumship level, okay, when a medium is really working with the ability of clairaudience, it can kind of be, or it can be specific and quite remarkable, really, to witness. The medium's inner hearing is so acute and receptive that he or she may verbalize everything the spirit is telling him or her. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, next time you're outside, try this simple exercise. Relax and close your eyes. Okay? Try to really listen to the sounds that are far off in the distance, be it the traffic, sounds that are far off in the distance, be it the children playing or birds singing or just people talking, okay? Use the power, ladies and gentlemen, of thought to stretch your listening, and then focus your awareness on the sounds closest to you. Listen to all the sounds at once. This special exercise, Earth Sign, is meant to develop and to strengthen your inner sense of hearing, okay? So these are the overarching energies or tools that Spirit really want you to start recognizing and injecting into your life, or just practicing a bit more, okay? Let's go on and just pull a few more cards here. We have evidence of spirit. So you may ask, what does this mean here? Okay, so with evidence of spirit, ladies and gentlemen, spirit wants you to understand that the process of validation is an essential part of authenticating the identity of a spirit when creating the link, because it helps to confirm the continuity of life, ladies and gentlemen. Unless a medium can really validate the connection with evidence, it's unlikely to be considered authentic mediumship. Okay? A medium working with absolute integrity will only ever stand the test of time by the quality of his or her evidence. Keep that in mind. When a spirit, ladies and gentlemen, provides evidence that's totally supported by true life facts, the healing connection with a loved one is one of the most powerful occurrences to witness. Evidence, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly received through the spiritual senses. A spirit will create a strong link to support the relationship to the sitter and offer evidence such as physical features, names, jobs, family connections, and special memories. There's nothing that cannot be addressed or even accessed, if you will. When connecting earth signs, use all of your senses and tell the sitter what you're seeing, what you're feeling, and what you're hearing that's being given to you by the departed loved one. It's okay to be a little proactive and ask the spirit some questions such as, what's your relationship to the sitter? What did you do for work? How many children did you have? Do you have any defining physical features? You can even ask for the spirit's first name, should you wish to. Never, ladies and gentlemen, censor what you're receiving with your own interpretations. And don't be afraid to share what seems to be the most unusual information, because you're going to find from time to time you're going to receive certain messages that you would say to yourself, it's impossible for this to be true, but it is. All right? You might be quite surprised when your sitter actually confirms this information, this evidence, if you will. All right? So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. If your reading resonates, or if you like this practical discussion, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so you receive all future readings. Okay? Let's go on and just select two more cards here. We have creative expression. Wow. Okay. So many of you probably already know what that is, or what that entails here. Creativity is a factor for you guys during this time frame in question. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, that creativity is certainly not only a way of expressing your personality and spirit to the outside world, it's also a great way of really disconnecting your analytical mind so you could, or so you can reconnect with the creative, expressive, and intuitive side of your brain. As children, ladies and gentlemen, or when we were children, most of us, we started our lives by freely using the more creative right side of our brain. Okay? As we got older, as a result of schooling and societal conditioning, there was a tendency to pull away from our right side and rely more on the intellectual left side of our brain. Intuition floats on the edge of creativity, ladies and gentlemen. So, during this time frame in question, try doing something creative, such as taking a class where you can practice sketching, drawing, writing, painting, coloring, or even making pottery for some of you, or whatever that word really works for you. Being creative, particularly during this time frame in question, understand it can be quite meditative in its own way. As you develop your psychic and mediumship potential, ladies and gentlemen, it can also help to train yourself to let go of logic and to trust the information you are receiving, whether it's psychic information or messages from spirit. Okay? Understand that every psychic and medium sees the vast, imaginative nature of the right brain to achieve a higher altered state. This is what is known as the artist mind here, part of this creative expression, ladies and gentlemen. This is the special place where communication is pure and it is certainly authentic. Okay? Understand that you certainly don't need to have an artistic ability to practice with creative methods and tools. Just making the effort, ladies and gentlemen, and having fun with, certainly it will definitely help to really stretch your spiritual abilities further than you really could have possibly ever have imagined. Okay? Now let's go on and just select one final card in closing earth signs. We have impression versus expression. And with this card, ladies and gentlemen, Spirit wants you to understand that there are certainly multiple ways that we all receive information from Spirit. It could be in words, images, feelings, but how we relay or express the information back to the recipient must be carried out with due consideration and utmost care and sensitivity. Okay? Many mediums, ladies and gentlemen, are taught that you should always give what you get when delivering a message. Okay? In a sense, that's true, but as mediums, we must honor that many people look to us to assist them with their grief and are often still distraught, no matter how much time has passed since their loved one or loved ones have passed. Always remember that while we must be open to any spiritual impression, we are responsible for conveying a sensitive, ladies and gentlemen, expression. Okay? People pass over to the spirit world in a variety of ways, to include but not limited to natural causes, unexpected illnesses, or, in fact, other circumstances. When you give off information, it's a delicate process. For example, if you are impressed with a scent or a scene of someone passing, then you must be sensitive and discerning when you express the information to the sitter. It's possible the sitter could be very emotional. So, he or she is still going through the bereavement, ladies and gentlemen, process. He or she does not need to relive every detail of the experience again, and you have to keep those things in mind. Okay? Communicating that you're aware of a type of passing and, if possible, ladies and gentlemen, which area of the person's body was affected, as well as his or her relationship to the sitter, is often enough evidence for the recipient. Okay? Be kind and compassionate, as having an inherent sensitive nature is certainly always a great asset for any medium, ladies and gentlemen, to really possess here. So this closes this discussion, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you like this discussion or if you see any of these tools resonating for you, be sure to give this reading a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and remember to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. So thanks so much, Earth Sign, for viewing. Should anyone wishes to have a more personal reading, you can certainly access my website or you can send an email to set something up. Thanks a lot.